Hello, everyone. My name is Lee Herrick, and I'm deeply honored to be with you all today, whether you're in DC or elsewhere throughout the country. Um, I am here at home in Fresno, California, and I currently serve as the California Poet Laureate. And I'm deeply honored to be with you for many reasons, but mostly because this idea of isolation and loneliness and that there is a coalition to end it is dear to my heart. And I wish you all the very best. So I was born in South Korea sometime in late 1970. I don't know exactly when, but I know it was late 1970, and I've never met my birth mother or first father or birth father, and but I was adopted into a white family who were living in the Bay Area, and there are only about 200,000 Korean adoptees in the entire world, according to most estimates. And in my family, which is largely white, I was the only person of color. And those two reasons alone gave me a sense of pretty profound loss and sadness, and often isolation and loneliness growing up. On the one hand, I had plenty of friends and was playing soccer and listening to music. But on the other hand, I had a very deep sense of loss with which I really began my life. And, I always think how grateful I am for the arts. There are many organizations or books, people that can mitigate that loneliness or mitigate the idea that one is alone in the world. I think it stems from this idea that we are the lone person, or that no one knows what we've experienced, or somehow we've been isolated from family or anybody else. But the arts, in many ways, have saved me. And I know I'm not alone in that. So I thought I would read a couple of poems with this theme. The first poem I will read is titled "How Music Stays in the Body," and I think of it as a love song for my birth mother. I think that's yet one more way that women are often stigmatized and isolated, and that is women who place children for adoption. So this is for my birth mother, and it's also a love song for adoptees around the world. How music stays in the body. Your body is a song called birth or first mother, a miracle that gave birth to another exquisite song. One song raises 3 boys with a white husband. One song fought an American war overseas. One song leapt from 14 stories high, and like a dead bird, shattered into the clouds. Most forgot the lyrics to their own bodies, or decided to paint abstracts of mountains or moons in the shape of your face. I've been told mothers don't forget the body. I can't remember your face, the shape or story, or how you held me the day I was born, so I wrote 1,000 poems to survive. I want to sing with you in an open field, a simple room, or a quiet bar. I want to hear your opinions about angels. Truth is, angels drink too. Soju spilled on the halo, white wings sticky with gin, as if any mother could forget the music that left her. You should hear how loudly I sing now. I've become a ballad of wild dreams and coping mechanisms. I can breathe now through any fire. I imagine I got this from him or you, my earthly inheritance, your arms, your sigh, your heavy song. I know all the lyrics. I know all the blood. I know why angels howl into the moonlight. And the second poem and last poem that I will read, it's a different poem than that one, but this is titled Flight. And basically it was inspired when I was flying to the Pacific Northwest and I had started a crossword puzzle after two other people had already started it. And I really just started imagining people's lives. Flight. The in-flight magazine crossword partially done, a corner begun here, scratched out answers there, one set of answers in pencil, another in the green. And the woman with the green ballpoint knew the all-time hit king is Rose, and the Siem Reap treasure is Angkor Wat. And the woman, perhaps en route to hold her dying mother's hand in Seattle, forgot about death for 10 minutes while remembering her husband's Cincinnati Reds hat while gardening after the diagnosis. Her handwriting was so clean. Maybe she was a surgeon, maybe a painter. No, what painter wouldn't know 17 down? Diego's love, 5 letters. In a rush, her dying mother's voice came back to her, or maybe she was a Chinese adoptee, and her first mother's imagined voice said, "Wo ai ni." At 30,000 feet, you focus on 33 across. Asian American classic. The woman. When a stranger in the window seat sees the clue, watches me write in W, and she says, warrior. And for a moment, you forget it is your favorite memoir, and she reminds you of lilies or roses, Van Gogh or stems with thorns, art galleries and romantic cities where she is headed, but you should not go. And the flight attendant grazes my shoulder. The crossword squares, the letters, the chairs and aisles seem so tight in flight, but there's nothing here but room, really. Maybe the next passenger will know what I do not. 64 down, 5 letters, purpose. And why do we remember what we do? We know the buzz of Dickinson's Fly and the number of years in Marquez's Solitude, but some things we will never know, as it should be. Why the body sometimes rumbles like a plane hurtling over Southern Oregon. How exactly we fall in love, or if Frida and Maxine Hong Kingston would have loved the same kind of tea. Thank you.